one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Are we recording now?
We are now recording.
Okay. Article 2 is to adopt Maine's Moderator Manual. As published by the Maine Municipal Association. I have a copy of it right in here. If anybody doesn't object, we'll just move ahead. Somebody objects to using this, we'll also vote, we can do that. Seeing none, we'll pass the article. Article 3, to ascertain if non-resident speakers are present and whether or not inhabitants wish to call upon them to be heard. I believe the town manager is a non-resident.
I am a non-resident of Sangerville, so if you want me to talk, you probably ought to vote.
Could I have a motion on this article?
I'll make a motion that we allow Brian to speak as an.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor, raise your hands. Brian, all those opposed? Brian, you're gonna be able to talk.
I didn't realize that many people disliked me.
Article 4, to see if the town will vote to authorize the select board to apply for and accept grants from private, state, and federal agencies which might require matching funds from the town and enter into contractual obligation for these grants. Can we have a motion on the article?
I move we approve the article.
We have a motion to approve the article. Do we have a second?
Second.
Discussion.
Question, we voted it down at the last town meeting, what's changed?
So, if I can answer this.
Go ahead.
Our annual town meeting, Article 13, read like this. To see if the town will vote to authorize the select board to apply for and accept grants from private, state, and federal agencies that do not require matching funds from the town or impose contractual obligations to the town. The reason we're having this meeting is we want to apply for some of the grants that have come up for our building. Some of those grants require matching funds, or we pay a small portion, they pay a large portion. The way this article is written in our town meeting, we cannot apply for any of those grants. And what we're trying to do is change the verbiage so that we can, and that's what this Article 4 is that Paul just read. Would anybody like to hear what it would currently read, or are we all good?
No, it's a blank slate. I just wondered, I knew you had grants in the work and just wondering,
Blank slate as in,
any grants you get your hands on, and he wants to do the paperwork.
Right. The reason for Thursday night, the reason this was crammed in where it was, is we discovered this in the process of Brian writing a grant, and that grant has to be submitted tomorrow. And we needed 7 days posting.
And it is written. All I've got to do is check a few boxes, have Michelle notarize it, and you find people vote for it, or vote this article through, and I can submit that tomorrow.
And that was not easy.
No, it was a long process.
This was just a glitch we found in the process of trying to obtain money for the building. And as you know, we had, I believe it was question 3. There's a bunch of different places where we can try to pull money from, and we need the authority to ask for money that requires some sort of a match in the funds.
Well, just in the last election, there was a bond issue
That's correct.
for, I think it was $10 million. The community had to come up with 25% of whatever they applied for.
And that's
And
what
as it
this,
stands right now, you couldn't do that.
The appropriations for those matching funds were approved, though, is that correct?
For this plan,
Yes.
for this one.
Other discussion?
I thought it was.
Anybody? Okay. You don't need a written ballot, do you? I don't see anybody.
I think so, I need to.
No. If you approve the article, as I read it, raise your hand. If you oppose it, raise your hand. It's a vote. And I think that's all. We all should really appreciate Michelle's dress tonight. Pretty easy to tell, she likes Christmas. With that,
I appreciate you folks voting this, cause whether we get the grant or not, I got a lot of hours in this thing when I button to submit tomorrow.
Tell them what the grant's for.
What I put in for the grant is this National Historic Preservation Grant can give us up to $30,000 with a 75-25 match. And what I put it in for was for the roof to repair the roof on the town hall. So because I don't know how much it's gonna cost us to have somebody with all the safety requirements and the staging and the lifts and whatnot it's gonna take to get up there, you know, I think it's gonna be more than a $10,000 job, so I asked for the whole $30,000.
Good.
And we'll see. Everybody knows grants, they're a crapshoot, but I think we've written a good grant.
nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Exactly.
Anything else, folks? I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Any discussion on that? Have a Merry Christmas, folks.
Thank you, everybody.